division in the past where they were having Depp run it, but they do have
Okay,
Athen
I mean,
there
DRX
on the raise as
looked
well.
pretty
So
good last time we
big
saw.
changes
We'll
for
keep
this
an eye on that. DRX on
but
defense,
barriers are
PRX
ready
on
to drop,
attack.
so let's get into the action, see what we got.
Gonna be a stack onto B. Just a
Recon clears all A.
Player. It's to slow them down, but it's gonna be a market stack.
Oh,
So
we actually got a different
might
mix
be a
to
bit
last
of an
time.
angle as Flashback gets first blood.
He's doing it again, finding that first blood here on the map, flashing it Forsaken's face, slowing him up. This wall here in the way as well. Classic shots across the way.
40's always safe.
Spot out Yomain. That being removed here is Flashback's able to find a second kill before getting taken down on the cross. Gunman finding one side in the back though. Forsaken coming up with 3. Utilizing those neon slides, and that's going to be PRX getting themselves on the board.
Just lead into the
Beautifully
neon.
done here. They all started with this
Forsaken
big development
just,
from that B main
I mean, he's just
stack,
trying to unlock
and
every
afterwards,
agent on his
despite
VLR page. I'm
Flashback
not sure.
getting that
Oh no, he
first
would have
blood,
had a.
didn't matter.
He would have had
Was
a
Forsaken
neon
getting
anyway.
a lot of multi
Used to play on the
frags,
bind,
and
right?
even though he's out in the open, he's still able to keep himself safe and just deliver a lot of frags.
His VLR
off
page
that
must
round.
look mental.
All right, well, overall, a solid
played so
start
much.
here. Forsaken just going to be 3 charges away from having that ult online. You can have
He's playing on Fracture
a little
also.
more impact, convert this round. Maybe we see that come online in the bonus. Much slower start, though, here from the side of PRX. Slow creeping 5 players forward into B lobby. It's only Flashback hovering nearby with the cam set up in market. We'll be able to get some spot outs, but rotation immediately begins here from DRX. Looking to try to be able to flood back in, put these sheriffs that they do have in the hands of the 2 players to work. Camp gets cleared out, nothing spotted in mid, will be walled off to no consequence.
Yeah, it's going to be a
They're just gonna go hunting.
entry here for this
I mean, you
retake,
gotta let
but
Forsaken
is
hunt
that
here.
eco as Forsaken already creeping slowly but surely?
Jump peek. Relay
No
bolt
way.
into the corner of the slide forward.
Bro
Forsaken
hasn't
able
even
to find the
reloaded.
first
He's
2.
got 2
Tower
bullets
covering
left.
fire, picking up another.
Oh
Draws
my
down with the
goodness.
ghost. As Forsaken
Bro
gets himself
didn't even
another
go for
3K.
the
Now Settlement's
reload.
only
That's
Athen to
nuts.
see if he can be the difference maker. To try to stop this from being a flawless round, and he cannot. Forsaken will
He
collect the
is
4th
just
and
running
final
to
kill
make
as
it his
PRX
ult
gets
as
the
well, so
flawless
he
in
could
the
definitely
anti-eco.
ult, throw this
round
over, and
number
then
2,
just go
Overdrive
fast, you'd
already
imagine.
online for Forsaken. Really
towards
big
A, but
2 rounds in a row
Here's
for
the ult
him.
for bonus.
And a
Surely
bit
he
of stinger
throws this
to
over and
boot
just
as
uses
well. DRX should be careful to take a look at that replay again. Beautiful relay bolt sliding in. Just very, very difficult eco on the side of DRX. And
Man, thank God they
Forsaken with
changed
the
his
4K is
agent.
just going massive.
Like, they completely killed her,
Overdrive
but
could absolutely come into play. Firepower
I'm so fine with it.
leveled up a bit here from DRX, but a couple
It will get a buff
half-armors, judge
eventually.
there in the hands of Athen.
Honestly, I think
Sat
just
over
bring
at A,
back the
but
double
once
stun and we're
again,
okay.
PRX looking to just play B Simulator.
A does not
Poking and
exist.
prodding forward, seeing if they spot anything. Shock Dart will clear out a trip.
Is it too strong with the double
There
stun?
is
Maybe.
Another trip over here at the entrances as human will play crossfire from the market player. But I like this from PRX. They're slowing down. They know they've got the
on the
guns.
new patch?
They want to
No,
get
no,
that
no.
first pick first and
slide.
get that info.
Oops.
Young man being pressured out here, trying to hold his ground. Swings back across the opposite side, getting tucked into the corner.
drone's gotta be
But drone's
checking
gonna
this
be able
though,
to
right?
spot that
Okay,
out.
yeah.
He's down to 6 HP. There's
I
a
was
slide
gonna say,
forward.
my drone's
Overdrive, able to
gotta
find
be
the first
looking at
kills.
this
Youngman
guy.
eliminated. Forsaken once again on a heater as PRX look to get themselves a bonus conversion. Plant now coming through. 3 players left, and with 1 player having a judge, the call to save might have to be made nice and early here.
Yeah, what do you even
Yeah,
do here?
it is. The round just
There's
felt
a
like it
couple
was
of low
over in the blink of
HPs.
an
Oh
eye,
my
but they're
god, the
going to
nade is
try.
on.
Athen is able to find Kohibi there from beyond the grave with the paint shells. Yoma able to pick up another, but now it is just Ache left alive. 45 HP, slowly drifting back.
Maybe instead of 2 kills, it recharges with
side. Looks like
1.
the answer is going to be yes. Correct decision.
It could be like
given that
the
we know that
first
Jing
time
is
it's
on the
1.
hunt, on the prowl, making his way up
Right?
in towards top mid.
I'm trying to work it out, because
Onto
if
that
that's is
left-hand
that too
side.
much? If you
Fire
just
angle to play
if it's
around.
1 per
Now,
every kill, I think it would
maybe
have to
safe
be like the first
phase.
one is the first
Less
kill,
Tara, rather.
or maybe that's all
Pushes
you
out
get.
towards the spawn. Looks like wanting
1
to find
kill
that kill,
and then
but
it gets
shots gonna
recharged and that's
hair
it.
off there. Recon cleared out. Now just trying to hold
I
on to
don't
the
know.
weapon. Desperation and the
Maybe
spike will
it's
actually
in
come
an
to the
okay
rescue,
spot
but
and
the
you
swing
just have
around
to be a
coming through
beast
from
with
the
it, but-
side. Tucks back around the corner, and the weapon will be recovered.
Well, it's still pretty
Narrow
good
margins,
damage.
but PRX,
Oh,
they
4
do get
people
themselves a
that
bonus
have to-
conversion.
Yep,
Eco.
that's going to be 2 rifles being converted. Paper
The
Rex.
second stun back.
Once they enter
Yeah,
the
but is
side,
that
it
too
does
strong?
feel like they
Or
are
is it
able
fine?
to get these very important frags. And after that, it feels like it's a 3-man retake
Honestly,
versus
don't know.
5. It's going to make it very hard for DRX to do that, but we'll have to see over
Could
here.
resets on 1 kill every
PaperX
time in the
up
ult.
to a
Oh man,
very
it'd be
good
mental.
start.
It'd just be sliding around non-stop.
Very good one indeed.
Be the most broken thing ever.
Upgrades across the board. Everybody full util, full armor, and nearly full cash. The coffer's getting stacked up here. Weapon will be passed over to Hyunmin, so it does have that carried over rifle in hand. But once again, PRX setting their sights here on B.
Dude, they're just spamming.
This
They're
time it's
spamming
a
the
bit
B.
Requires to try
We
to
got
clear
two
out
kill
here.
trips.
Yeah. Nonetheless, it is an eco.
There's a shock dart there.
Clearing it out
Miss one.
so effectively.
He had it. He's like, it's somewhere.
Still there. Blinds connecting onto a few. Terra able to find the first slide in the back of sight. Forsaken taking that Ache.
Dude, the Cypher was so
Advantage
patient. Like,
here.
surely I get a kill
Safe
here.
for the side of PRX, and now they're going to expound on that even further. Just Athen and Flashback left standing, backpedaling away, desperately trying to spot anything out, but
DRX are gonna sort out
they're gonna have
B.
to try to die to the spike here.
This is such a classic
See if they
PRX.
can
Like,
do
this is
any
old
damage, or
school,
if it's just
where they
gonna
would just hit it
Yet
one
another
side the whole
flawless here
time.
for PRX. Athen, Bucky up close. But it's a double stack here in Boba. So if you can clear out the one, recovering a weapon, doing further damage, unlikely. There's the first elimination, though. Weapon does get scooped up. Pain shells to clear close corner. Take a look at the
Oh my
disrespect
goodness.
that, and just slides across and finds him with a headshot.
Headshot.
Looks for a little bit more. Flashback will be able to put him down. But good lord. Forsaken just keeping the pace, keeping the aggression. Flashback keeping it a little
And every
bit
single
contentious.
time they do pretty
It's
good
a
damage
4-0
still,
here for
even though the money
PRX
is
to get ready to
crazy.
go into the next buy.
Crazy stuff from Forsaken. That was definitely a nasty shot still. And a huge
He's
lead
11-1
on
and 1.
Yeah, he
Make
is.
a wish, Riku.
Good question. I have nothing to wish for at the moment. Do you have something to wish
Got
for,
nothing
Achilles?
to wish for? That's crazy. That's a good
Oh, a
line.
closer
cake
map.
later. Or that, yes. That's a good one.
Or at least a close series. I can settle for that.
Yeah. I agree. Oh, this time? Maybe it's just a ruse.
Think it-
You think it's
It's
gonna be
just
A?
a ruse, it
Yeah.
seems.
Would
Still
I
the slow
expect to be
creep up
meta
here
and
into
Fracture?
B.
I actually don't expect that to be a meta.
It's a deep cut
It's
reference.
the
but
it's one of the
PRX
most
have been
open maps
studying
we've
the
ever
works of
had.
Holy moly from
I imagine like
Korea
Gecko is probably
3
meta.
years ago.
That's like the staple.
What?
You would imagine a
Maybe,
Gecko.
maybe a rotation out. Maybe not. Maybe there is a change in the game plan here as they want to further
I
sell
think
this
everything will be
B-side, so something
very,
stays
very
behind.
open.
Just
It'll be
really
like Gecko
instilling doubt
Astra.
here in DRX
And
as
then
the
you
drone
got-
comes forward, and this is great to see because this
But
is
even
what was
then, some people
lacking
play Brim.
a little bit yesterday.
Oh,
As
boy.
Showstopper at
Damn,
his feet,
nice
Anthony will
movement.
take on Forsaken, and
Oh,
look
that
at
was
that movement.
nice
He is
movement.
out scot free.
Wow, takes two. Very healthy
Timing
Hyundai
there.
though.
Oh,
He was spotted
kinda just gave him one.
unaware that I think they had seen his shoulder. There's something catching a glimpse. relaying that to
Breach
Jing,
is
so
very,
Phillips gets
very
scooped up.
strong for Fracture, yeah.
Annihilation available for Jing.
Honestly, so's
But
KO.
nonetheless, elbow still not clear. Something lurking on mid, maybe trying to find a pick perhaps from market, but they're keeping themselves
Fracture will be
intact.
really,
DRX
really open, I reckon.
Does not want
30
to
seconds left.
give out any kill whatsoever and give advantage as they already have the advantage.
Isn't 4 ups crazy
Dude,
for
that
Phoenix?
annihilation
I mean,
is
yeah.
online. I'm able to
It is.
dance around that. Wide swing out. Athens going to be the one that finds the kill there onto Jing. Yumi will take down
Okay.
one, but Terra fights back, finding two
mean,
eliminations
damage is
here.
big here as well.
Flashback is still on the rotation. Ping does get
Damage
a little
is
spot out
definitely
there
big.
onto the
Pretty
Omen.
winnable. Should at least fake TP. Nice.
1v2, Tara faking the TP, staying sat here. At the back of sight, slow creep up. Flashback working his way around. Does have that neural theft, but isn't opting to go over towards the left side to find a corpse. We'll just be playing out here through the alley, clearing out every position. Our repositions now.
Yeah, it's unlucky.
Aligned alongside the smoke to push
Yeah,
forward.
also like face
Flush
face
this
too
out,
much
reads
into
it
it,
well,
I'm
and
pretty
that's enough of a distraction for Flashback to swoop in on the flank.
Pretty
Kills found,
sure.
defuse comes through. DRX will
The
get
gun
themselves on
barrel
the board
was
here in
showing.
round 5.
Yep,
It
actually
looked
pretty
like it.
happy about that kill.
I mean, 4 orbs is crazy for a
see
lot of
her,
HSP, I agree.
smile having
I
to
think
get
you did a lot of good
DRX
stuff
as
with
well.
Phoenix.
A
I would
first
have to
score
try
on
it
the
in
board.
Phoenix to actually see
after
like what you
4-0
could do
start
default
coming
wise.
from DRX felt really close, but again, that pre-fire inside the smoke really.
You
really,
can now wall over
was real
towards
scary
A as
for
a
the
default
side
and
of
block that.
Tara. Still annihilation
could be pretty good,
on the
yeah.
table to still be utilized, but it does feel like B seems to
How
be
much did I
working
sleep? I
out
slept a
for
good amount,
PRX.
like,
The
like
moment they
7
decided
plus.
to go for something else,
I would say around 7.
DRX was ready for it.
Shin,
back to
thank
the
you very
B-side.
much for that.
Yep, it's time.
Maybe some contention in mid, though. 3 players swing out. Forsaken is going to be taking some space over towards tiles.
Didn't they change it
Jang
so it's
kinda
no
clips
longer
that he
4
can over
orbs?
into market, maybe clear out
If
the
they
camera,
have,
but
I haven't
will
seen
remain
it.
intact for now.
I thought they might do that though, so. But I think if there's going to be changes, they would have said.
Chat. As looks like Forsaken just saying, okay, you can dart me, but I'm going to take down the camera.
What do you think of triple initiator, Gecko
Fair trade,
breach,
flashback.
KO
Oh,
race,
it's tucked
Astra
in.
Brim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
They found my wire.
Because some people like Sentinel, some people don't like Sentinel. But when people play
Okay, just
Sentinel on
now
that
we
map,
popped.
they play
Net
so
avoided,
heavy
flashback
retake
not getting
on
caught
one
by that.
side.
Gunman does have
Yeah,
the
it
run
starts
back
looking like
available.
this
Stun
map
up
a
here
little
for the
bit.
moment. Tucks back in towards Market. Looking to try to take some space here onto the side. Forsaken and ends up getting gunned down.
There is
Kill
so
gonna be found,
many
and this
people
Annihilation ends
back
up going
aside.
wide.
They should
Spray
be
across
dead,
as
but-
King Reveal comes out, but Gunman ends up getting overwhelmed. He's able to fight back with one. Drop
No
down
way.
here from Ache, finding a nice time to be able to eliminate Tara, but something. And Kwaipi still alive.
I have the spike.
Spike
Does-
not in their hands, now picked up. HP bars across the
Okay, I
two
was gonna say,
players.
do they even
Absolutely tattered.
consider-
Something is now the last one standing.
I don't know.
And Yome will
I mean,
be able to swing around the back.
DRX has had a pretty good-
starting to fight claw their way back into this one.
pretty good
Still suffering
rotate on
some
this.
heavy losses and don't have a great economy behind, but they now make the
You want the
gap
new
down to
initiator
just
to
2
do a
rounds.
scan? I think it
Yep, it's
probably will
starting.
be.
DRX is slowly firing up, and they were really prepared for that B hit. Again, flashbacks, tripwires were placed a little bit more further in.
duelist?
So it
For
was one of
Fracture?
those
Pretty
mind
open.
games when how Paper
Could
Rex
even be
can
a good
actually
Yoru
dig deeper
map.
and
I
find
don't really
a lot
know.
of these tripwires. And
I've never
we
really
definitely
tried
took
Yoru on
advantage
it.
of that. We'll have to see now. Still a couple of guns on the side of Paper Rex, but got a half buy. It's a fast execute here, Achilleos.
Looking for it, but they do end up getting gummed up just a little bit. Slowed down as Relay Bolt. Sense just kind of pinning at them here into the corner. Shotguard to try to flush him out. Gets a smattering of damage. Pinch shells to hold him at bay. Yome swinging the corner. Is able to take out Forsaken. That's a lot of the entry power now going to be removed from their hands. See, though, as they continue to try to press
Big
on,
kill.
when Jing is going to be taken down.
Phoenix, so they're
finding
actually
a footing, just
gonna get a duel.
Planting feet, finding headshot as Hyunmin now with that
Yeah,
back.
I
Is
don't
just trying to
know
find any more
about
value
that.
and will be rewarded. Tara
Like,
going to be taken down now.
they had a
Something,
nice
last one
little
standing,
higher,
into a
lower
corner,
stack.
spike in hand. Try to see
But
if
then
he
they
can fight
did
his
a
way out of this,
jiggle
and so far, it's off
to
a
let the
decent
Phoenix
start, but
know
still has
that
eaten quite a bit of
The
damage.
Phoenix doesn't need to keep like
45
W
health remaining.
king.
Flashback on the flank.
you wanna
getting
just
ready
commit
to swing
the
the
whole
corner.
time.
Spots him. And we'll find the
He's gonna
headshot, and
commit.
suddenly we're only separated by one singular round.
After that 4-0 start, DRX again
Chamber?
has found
Chamber's
their
still very
groove,
viable on the
even
map.
though it was going to be a fast
no one likes Chamber at the moment.
execute. They weren't able, or rather Paper Rex was able to find first blood at that first important pick to clear out Elbow. DRX, on the other hand, very happy about that one for sure.
Yoru? I imagine it's
And
really
they still
good
got
on Fracture.
surplus of
Again,
ultimates
it's gonna be
to
so
carry
open.
over on
Fracture
this
is such
round.
an open map. Every agent's good
Very
on
good
it.
spot. Didn't have to commit too much there other than that run it back. So the neural theft, I mean, Flashback has had this online for some time, but just hasn't really felt the need to invest it quite yet. It's paranoia to start
Clark
things off.
and
Move
watch by.
and
That's
go
your
off.
first
Forsaken
message?
needs some
What the-
damage as he just tries to fish for any kind of elimination. Spray across. Actually, able to go ahead and put a
Lower the
little bit
casters
of
slightly,
additional
sure.
damage across and sets up for Athen to
We'll
go
put
ahead
him
and
down
get
to
the kill.
fire.
So
They kinda
Forsaken
sorted out the,
eliminated, drone forward. We'll get the spot out here.
Sorted out the sound.
Real way to try to get a punish here onto the Rays.
What do you think about double
Time on the
Sentinel on
side,
Fracture? Dude,
Rays
everything
can
works on
come
Fracture.
through.
Well,
Athen just
within
sliding
reason.
back across, trying to check. Spot out as Yome's just rushing forward, but it's
Whoa.
snappy to readjust for the headshot. Will get put down as that net does connect, but the boldness to just rush in
Whoa.
like that and find the headshot
Ooh.
was damn clean, as was that
Covering.
readjust from Athen. Whippy on the spray. The headshots, though, accurate, and Jing is looking to follow suit. The Sheriff here in hand, but just a little bit too much damage dealt. The
Yeah, like a
firepower
Killjoy
not quite
Cypher
there.
could work nice,
Athen with a
honestly.
huge round will get DRX up to 4 as we are now tied.
Yeah, I feel like Appen is such a huge problem. If PRX decides to keep pursuing this A hit constantly, has been a nuisance. Guarding the flank, having to push through mid if they go through B.
Oh my
and
goodness.
now even going through these sites, the multi-frags, the shots were so precise.
4 in a row.
And
4 to
Appen
4.
now has
We got a lot of
party
ults.
over here
We
for
got a
sure.
lot of people that
It's
can't buy
going to be
next
really
round.
scary if he's left alone.
Surely it's a mad round.
It's overtaken, climbing the leaderboard in kills here. Showstopper once again online for him as well. It's going to have to be a concern. As for now, drone leading away. Something trying to spot out what he can. Flashback, just trying to dance along these walls and has
But you can't-
eluded
can't
capture
kill that
so
unless it's a
far.
heavy pen gun.
Spray through, trying to get the punish here. Forsaken. Able to go
Now
ahead and try to slide
Forsaken
back, but
tanks
Gunman goes on the
so
push.
much.
Finding two players flashed up. Annihilation is rolling through, pulling him forward. No one's clearing it out, so Flashback ends up dying, and suddenly this round starts getting away
No
from
way.
DRX. The
The
Showstopper's
trip
going
was
to be
incredible.
overwhelmed. And DRX ignoring rather
Pop
that
ult
annihilation
before
ultimate
even
ends up
checking there was a
costing them
trip here?
dearly.
Surely not.
Rotation's coming through already here. I don't think they necessarily realized that the spike had been left stranded within the site.
Yeah, amongst the chaos, there was just so
The
much
2v5,
going on.
right?
Trying to get this 1v1, 1v2 rather. We'll see.
There they are.
Conping onto one. Position widely can
Damn,
be noted,
dudes.
and oh, I don't even think the ping came
Pretty
through.
sure
I think
that's
it
a
was just spray as
2v5.
The cage was getting ready to bloom, and something is able
It's a
to
nuts
find
run
that
to
final
win.
shot. So 2 players
Yeah, the raid's
surviving,
really
PRX.
messed up.
They break this 4-round win
That's like the
streak that
most
DRX
common
was
trip as
on,
well.
and they get an immense amount of ultimates out of them. DRX fumbling this round is going to be quite costly in the long run.
Yeah, it did feel like that was DRX's round. You had Human having a
By now, you guys
double
are black
beautiful
hustling.
2K, but you just as you said, it is
No replay.
that
There hasn't been many
Annihilation
replays in
getting
this tournament, no.
flashback, having to sort of bait them out onto main. Unfortunately, Athen wasn't able to get that kill.
Okay, a
with
little bit of
Showstopper.
pressure over towards A. And they get nothing back, so you kind of know that
PRX
you
finally
for sure
finding
create a
an
question mark
antidote
here.
for
Standing ahead.
DRX's
But then they
Venom
go
now.
back.
See,
Okay, I mean,
DRX
this
is
is
gonna be
the
able to
closest you're going to
evolve.
get to a Paper X
Can
default.
get a read on what PaperX are doing.
Camera mid.
Athen
Actually,
holding forward.
camera
Boom, about
mid,
to try to check.
recon here,
Being in a
and then
punishable
original.
position, but manages
main
to draw down
pressure.
the Bucky pass, and a paranoia to try to cover here, sent out from Yome. But
Power's
kill is
been
still gonna
fragging
be
out
found,
pretty
so
heavy.
Athen ends up falling. A 1-for-1 at the end of it all. Duelists being lost on both sides, but
Does that
PRX still have
not
another
wreck them, or can they get by?
with this
Okay.
Phoenix, this Phantom in hand. That's going to be the lion's share of the firepower here for them. Yome desperately tries to escape, swings back into the smoke, goes back in for the challenge, and Hyunmin already dead off cam as Terra is able to find the headshot there. Flashback finding a weapon, swings out, will be able to pick
my
up a
fault?
kill, but
Last player
still does eat
standing.
a decent amount of damage, and now is all on his lonesome.
Unless
Finds one more, but
Nicely done.
eventually something will be able to fish it out. Flank was
Kato.
coming through as well from Jing.
Kato
PaperX get
XC,
themselves to
thank you
6
so much for
here
the
on
prime.
attacking
Welcome into the
side.
Slug Club. Thank you for the
it's getting
prime.
really close. It does feel
I
like
appreciate that.
after
Thank
the
you so much.
first layer of that defense, Athen especially onto A, does feel like Paper Rex having to attack on that site felt a bit more doable afterwards. But I guess it is a bit of a broken buy earlier. Now DRX has the firepower, but not necessarily
true, Beta. What the hell
on
is
the
going on?
ultimate side. Maybe one more orb for Human on the run it back, perhaps over here on
What team am I most
but I'm
excited
not
to
sure if they
watch?
want to contest any of the orbs for now.
Vitality's pretty high up there. K-Corp's
Again,
pretty high
slow
up
and
there.
silent start here.
MIBR with some
Very available,
practice
though,
look like they're
something
going to be
if you can get a
fun.
recon ping or a drones
I wanna see
forward
what 100
into the site,
Thieves
get the
looks
spot out,
like.
Trying to eliminate flashback off the rip.
There's a good amount.
Big boon for them to go ahead and continue getting these wins locked in. Taken in deep, gets quite a bit of damage across. Hunter's Fury still fishing though, and flashback will get caught up by that. He's been taken down. Hyunmin again, dead.
Fnatic.
It's 3 players left standing.
I hope Fnatic
Across the way here.
I see, I
Yumi
don't think they're going to be
spot
good
out
off the
on
bat,
enemy
but
Cypher,
maybe they
finds
will
that
be.
kill.
Dude, I'm
Re-swings,
telling
looks for the
you, Tara
adjustments.
is
Actually,
fragging
Terra
heavy.
coming
Just use
away.
your ult.
3 eliminations now.
Oh, maybe
Athen
not.
caught unawares as Jing lurks forward from Market into Poba. And that's PaperX now up to 7, looking potentially at an
How many
8-4
kills
half.
she got?
Yeah, Tara pumping up the heat there on
Dude,
these
11.
consecutive
Almost-
rounds.
we're almost
Super
top fragging right
important,
now.
especially having to whittle down the numbers to deny any sort of clutch potential. Let's take a look at that again. Triple for Tara. And the final kill by Jing. Paper Rex now back in the lead. They still have to deal with the run it back. And as well as a couple of these important ultimates. We haven't really exactly seen Yome use the ultimate just
The cope
yet
is strong
from
for
the
Liquid
Shadows
next year
just yet, so
season.
we'll have to see how that's utilized.
I'm telling you, Liquid could be anywhere from second.
Full
12.
stack. Athen down to
It's
10,
kind of
just a
all up
stinger
to
in
them,
hand.
really. I have no
Back
idea.
wing to try to see if we can find value out of the pain shells to slow up the approach here.
Really do.
Drone coming through. Sends it out, but shallow bounce.
Because if everything,
widely going to be spotted
everything
there.
goes
So
right,
PaperX
honestly.
patiently wait this out as the relay bolts the fast lane now going to be sent in. Shotgun from something able to bounce his way
Seconds
into the site, finds
optimistic,
the elimination.
EMEA is
Gonna be
really
sent back
open,
there
dude.
off the ultimate. Still alive in the mix, but it's a monstrous advantage here for the side of PaperX. It look like they're going to fan forward, pushing their way across in towards mid.
Dude, what a nuts
Be
round
little
this
more
is.
Unexpected here. Forsaken finding one, slides across for looks for
I was going to say,
more.
surely you don't
We'll be able
instant
to go ahead and
repeat,
get the final
right?
shot across and put down
Instant
Gunman.
repeat, of course. But he added a
Spam through the
pre-fire,
box.
so I kind of
4
like that.
players left standing. PaperX
8 on
give
attack.
themselves an 8 and 4 half.
Very, very clean coming from the side of Paper Rex here. And what a dominant start. First half for Paper Rex. 4 round gap as we take a look at the replay here. And it just seems so seamless for Forsaken, especially once you've dealt with Athen.
Yep,
Long
nasty
Shim?
stuff here
Who
from
do
them,
they
but
play
we'll go into
fast?
the half. We'll see. Time to
It's,
resume. Get back
it's
into the mix
online.
of things. DRX down by 4. Solid recovery. PaperX, they streak 4. DRX streaks 4. And then PaperX streaks 4 more to go ahead and close with the half.
Felt like full control. Now we'll see how good the defense is. Is a 3-man stack over here onto top mid. There's no one daring to peek unless Flashback has something to say about it.
Back away just before the peak.
Long Shim, they're really good, man. They're definitely the underdogs of Pacific.
Set up here from Kohibi on the site. Shock Dart not going to be able to clear the singular trip that we see set up. Looks like DRX though making
But
that call to
they take a
slowly
little
go towards
bit
the
of a hit
side
because
as
of
we
the
have
neon
Flashback and
nerf.
Frontman.
But they're still good. Like they were still good before the neon buff.
Further
So.
interest, and that does get a shift out of Forsaken and something.
DFM are the underdogs. I think
Not
people know that they're
huge
better
one.
now
Still
because of
sat
the
back
off season,
in a
though,
good pivot
right?
position where they can quickly look to flood back into another site. But looks like the call's been made that they're fully
What am I
trusting
gonna
this
do,
is going to be
pick'ems?
resting on
Yeah,
the
at one
A site.
point.
They have the barrier mesh set up on B.
I'm gonna do it at one point. I'll probably do it after
information
Christmas.
whatsoever. So now they spotted a couple players.
But
Flashback
that
able
is
to
a
find
big-
one. The
whoa,
slide
that's a
forward, but
nice
Forsaken
shot.
gets his head
Full
taken
stun?
off as Flashback finds 2 off the rip.
Beautifully done by DRX here. Things are falling down like dominoes on the side of PaperX, but something wants to
Reveals,
even
though.
the numbers.
Kind of
No.
got a little bit close in this
It's
one.
looking scary
Yeah,
there
we
for
might
a
see a-
moment.
gonna see a
Stuck
close
there, no
game.
HP caught by the net, but the rest of the team swoops through. So will be DRX tying things up as far as the pistol wins are concerned.
What is your view on Darien on
Started
Sentinel
nicely here
ROM
on this
now that
half, and
Udatan is
granted,
going duelist? Wait, is that what
this
they're
is the
gonna
half
do?
where we suspect
I mean,
that DRX
Udatan's a beast,
composition
man.
is
He
gonna
can
have
do
the
whatever
most
he
impact.
wants,
They
so
are
I
running
think he'll be
double
fine.
duelists, so as long as they're able to continue to up the pace, catch PaperX off guard by changing up their approaches to these sites, this could very well
Would
be them running
RRQ
it back
DFM
and
be a
taking
close
this map,
one?
but
Yeah, for sure.
PaperX,
I mean,
pretty much
chat,
every
who do you
player
even
I'd
have
say
for that?
Certainly had their moments. The firepower is on display. So see how they pilot the defense as well.
Yeah, that's very true.
I think if we hadn't seen
like this
DFM in
side of
off-season,
PaperX
we
as
would
well, having
we would
to
say it's not close.
do that early
But
scan,
now,
see if
I
they
think
want
as
to
we see
feed
them in
more
off-season,
orbs onto
it's gonna be
Hyunmin.
close.
It's going to be run it back after run it back, and now they're in side B.
All right. Well, for now, for your approach into the site, minor damage taken. Paranoia at the ready here from Yome.
Are you allowed to
Stay
leak
off
things behind
blood.
the VCT scenes? No. Not really. I mean, it depends what it is. If, obviously, if it's something big that you know about, then obviously not.
Forsaken, tip of the spear
If
there.
it's like
gonna
some
be
little
go ahead and
small
clipped off.
tidbit, then you're probably
Countering
fine.
Paranoia, not able to find too much here. As it's looking pretty clean overall for the side of DRX. Maybe a flawless in this anti-eco, which would be a huge boon for them
Yeah,
on
'cause
the
the
economy.
favorite
Seems
looks like
something in
DFM then,
Jing
if
and
people
very
are saying
well
that.
suited, very well content to just
But I would
sit back
probably
at this
say
point
that
and wait for the spike to
RRQ
detonate,
should
catch
be the
anybody on exits
favorites,
if possible.
even
As
after
we
what
can
we've
see,
seen.
DRX, they are going to go ahead and retrace their steps, rotate back over towards their spawn, and get out scot-free.
Yeah, everything being carried over onto the next round, and we're going to be expecting a lot of these orbs again being funneled over to Hyunmin here on this Phoenix. Run it back over, run it back. They might go through this this A
It might
orb,
ruin your
perhaps.
credibility
They
and
did
trust. That's
try.
true.
PaperX did try to
You
contest
definitely want
their
to.
three-man,
I will say some
defense
people.
over there
Again,
with
I'm not
the
mentioning any
stand,
names.
but nobody
But
was
some
there,
people, when
nobody
they
was home.
leave a team,
So we'll see now if that's gonna
definitely
be the same
don't
strat.
make
Nope, it
themselves
is
the
gonna
most
be,
appealing with some of the stuff they
with
do.
something in on mid.
I'm not saying it's gonna completely
Fanned out a
hurt them,
bit,
but
and looks like maybe a
you,
pause.
you definitely got to be a little bit
We'll
smart.
see what
yeah.
what that leads to. As okay, it is going to be attack pause, so hopefully quick little adjustments here could be.
Warbards.
No,
Yeah,
everyone's
no, that's what I'm
playing
saying.
online
RQ
for
have
this,
good,
so it could be something as simple
good
as
coaching
ping,
stuff as well now.
Reconnect to the lobby, yada yada yada. But if we get any word on that, we will forward to you guys to keep you in the know. But first time working, as I mentioned earlier, first time that you're working with me.
What region do I enjoy watching the
Welcome
most?
to
It's normally
hell.
Pacific.
Because
It might
I
be
seem
EMEA
to
this
be
season
very
though.
cursed with this, but this seems to be
EMEA
a
is
quick
pretty
one.
There you
stacked.
go.
Maybe the curse isn't taken. It's not taking
Or
strike
not
quite
even
just yet.
stacked. EMEA is very open, first of all. It's only really heretics that you're like,
It
for sure,
continues
should be going to
not
lands.
be, but let's see.
And then-
it is a stack on to A.
And then what?
Will this be a fast one? No.
So it's normally Pacific, but I think EMEA will be fun this year.
Eagle peaks, Paranoia sent, gets the spot out. Decent tag on Athen. Solid damage found for only really catching a glimpse of the race before he bounces back around the corner. He's still going to continue to push
on
up.
net to
Flashback in the
C9.
meantime,
Yeah,
tucked away
it's good for them.
here
I wonder
in mid. Does not
who's
get
playing
spotted
what
by the
role.
drone.
They're so pushed up here.
Holding the angle.
Like I think
Finish
net
what he
for
started.
Moose is
Anthem
relatively the same, right?
First to fall here in the round. The smoke gets set up.
Oh.
And, ooh, spot here, but here comes a
It ended up being
re-swing.
a pretty sick bait.
Demon in the meantime, back over, clears out market as Jing gets taken down.
Net, I mean, net, yeah, net will go
a little bit
Sentinel and
more
then Mitch
complicated
plays
for PRX, given that they've lost
Scan,
control of the
I
mid
guess.
part of the map.
Now Human has already penetrated through mid, but DRX has other plans. They're going towards B. This is going to cause a lot of confusion.
But now something knows the position. Hyunmin reading this well, suspecting that there was going to be a pinch from that Boba side.
dude, this
sends
is a
out that
hard
curveball
retake. This is a
into mid.
bonus round right here,
Safety.
surely.
Wall race as well, just to dissuade any further chase coming through into mid. As he'll now look to try to control market.
still have a
Flash going to
drone.
be turned away from, but Hyunmin still able to find the headshot. Forsaken going to be taken down, and now the heels start ticking up.
Here we go. It is still a 4-man hold as Hyunmin finds the third. Finally
we've got
falls,
Phoenix
though,
ult for next round as well.
so it's
Damn, this is
2v3,
gonna be
still a bit
close.
doable for PRX.
This is
The
where
time
PRX
is
fell
ticking.
last time,
They
right?
don't have a lot of
Defense
utility.
rounds.
0.
First, something able to find that kill, but does get dinked and will get eliminated. Yome going to be the last one standing here for
Seppuku
DRX,
goes
but that is a
scan.
bonus
Seppuku
conversion,
goes
and
scan.
DRX has all the money in the world
Yeah.
to buy up going into the
Yeah,
next round.
it'd be
So
interesting
this
to see
might
what they
just
go
be
for.
us getting tied up 8-8.
I
Ult's
think
still
T1
not
is the
there.
strongest APAC team.
Curious to see how much Forsaken's going to look to fight.
Yeah, probably
Try to
from
get
we
an
saw in the
ult
off
to maybe
season.
have an overdrive
Doesn't mean
going
that.
into the next
Actually, I would probably say that
Not to
PaperX.
see.
I
Might
was
be
very
a-
high up on
a
PaperX
A
after watching
to
them.
be
To
the
be
more
honest,
doable
I would
orb
say
for them, but it is a
PaperX
stack, so they gotta be
T1.
careful. But DRX,
I'm not sure,
one,
actually.
point
They're close. PaperX and
away,
T1 are close.
one score away from
And then Gen
even,
G
and
looked
Hyunmin
good
does
on
have run
some
it back.
maps.
So PRX has to watch out for that.
Whoa.
Forsaken
Oh
on
my-
the sprint. Just runs
Wait,
around the
that's
puck
not.
and he's out.
Oh, chill. You did great.
Going
He's
back
still just
in?
making noise. He's
Yeah.
just buying space as Jing just casually picks up an ult orb. And no one from DRX flinches off the back of that. Absolutely insane. Drone does turn back. Why is there something?
That's funny.
Gets the spot out as Overdrive is going to be popped. Forsaken able to run down another
Poor
player.
side
Obviously
for
now,
middle,
the one
but
falling to the wayside is that's going
the
to be
Phoenix is there.
two-player advantage. Now 3 here for the side of PaperX. Looking to pull
Wait.
off a little bit of a thrifty here.
Wait.
Flashback. However,
Oh my
answering
God.
back, throws out that neural theft. Gets the ping reveals, but only has 15 health. A lot of pressure here going to be on Yome to be the one to deliver.
How is
Spot out is there.
How's
Paranoia
Flashback
will
always
go
doing
through.
this?
That does kind of reveal the overall presence here of the Omen. This Flashback will look to try to control market.
Open plant for Yome here.
Whoa.
Where do you want to go?
Whoa.
Now you're stuck
Timing.
here. Yep.
Has 2 teleports though. Can
Oh, you
relocate.
gave him close
Will
smoke?
Go ahead. TP across back over in towards B main.
I mean, fair play.
Push
Close smoke
forward.
worked well.
Might be gonna
The
be taken
TP out
down
was
now.
nice.
It's all on Tara.
One
Bringing
enemy
some of these
remaining.
rounds. The push forward finds the first flashback now. The last one remaining is another smoke blooms. The tap onto the spike. The slow creep forward.
Oh
Just dancing
my
around
goodness, that
and
was
snapping to
close.
readjust.
Tara's been great.
Keeps herself alive. Keeps PaperX afloat. And helps deliver a thrifty victory here to maintain the lead. What a clutch.
Beautifully done by Tara. First half, we've managed to see her be very impactful in a lot of the mid rounds. A couple of multi-frags as well. Getting to see this clutch at the latter ends as well. It felt really, really close. The isolation, the
I'm gonna watch
reads, the
the
instincts,
Asia
it was all
Predator League.
there.
Nah, I think this is my last event
Yeah, and I mean,
until
I'll say for some oopsies
main
in the the first
season
half at
starts.
the beginning, dying to the spike twice. The run back from Tara since then has been damn clean.
This goes here.
13, 11, and 8 at the moment. Basically tied for second place on the squad as far as the fragging department is concerned. DRX though
Too busy with
trying
movie
to reestablish
promo.
their economy. Everybody's going to be relatively broke aside from Yome if they lose out on this round or lose too
Will
many
I watch
weapons.
Party
So we
NA?
got to run it
Yeah.
back. You'd aforementioned here.
It should be the same as last
Leading the
season.
charges, Hyunmin gets his way into its sight.
It should
clearing out these
be
strips,
America's
searching for a target,
Pacific
but none widely
EMEA,
spotted.
and then China when I can.
While Flashback slowly lurking
Oops.
up in
Oh,
for
no,
mid.
that's like the
net,
worst one to
ends up
misclick.
getting beefed a little bit, but Jing will do better to be able to find the kill. But Ivy does end up
Absolutely
dying
owned her.
during
That's
that exchange,
crazy.
So 1 for 1 on the ciphers.
See here, still very doable retake. They've got a lot of utilities under their belt.
We take it down for a second with the slide in, looking for the transfer there on the Yome, but can't quite find the kill. Something does manage to put it down, but now
Man, they got
two players
no
left,
money if
something
they
on his
lose
lonesome.
this. They won one round,
cards available.
which was a 1v1 clutch.
Slowly creeping forward.
I did, he had to win that.
Readjusts, and they
He
all
actually had to
basically
win
line
that.
up.
Like the idea of
Something
the wall
bails
through
him out of the
the
round.
wall
Another
through the
clutch coming through his paper
wall
X
through the
puts
wall,
us
I
up
guess,
10.
to stop him from
It's all
defusing.
becoming.
Because it would
It's
do
all
damage. It's
boiling
interesting.
down to all these 1v2s. Paper Rex.
I wonder
just
if
as
you curved
said,
your wall
first
right
on the
when you're
double
defusing,
digits.
can you
They
get,
even
like,
get to carry
both
on over
sides?
important ultimates as well. They've got Annihilation. I just love seeing Annihilation. I don't know why, but that's a timeout. The first timeout we're going to be seeing in this map today.
That's such a
Very
big 1v2.
understandable, double
1v1
digits
into a 1v2,
already,
basically. I
and
mean,
especially it might be a broken.
was
buy
Tara's a
coming into round
1v2? It
18.
kind of was.
Yeah, I think especially
1v2
these
into
last
1v2.
two rounds kind of for DRX feeling like these
Chat.
narrowly had gotten away from them.
See the
So
situation.
timeout will
We
be
got the
called to
spike
look to
here.
readjust, not
Okay.
let Paper X
Wait,
advance
there's like
further
it
towards
says
that
the same
map
situation
win.
we just had, right? It's like a
As you mentioned,
wall and the
economy
Phoenix
is
is
not going to
here.
be in a great spot. Maybe
Could
just
you,
the
like,
singular
bend
pure
the
rifle
wall
reinforced with,
So it,
you know, widely
you would
shared
always
is
be able
what
to
we're kind of
defuse it somewhere,
anticipating,
right?
but
The
we'll
wall
see
would
what
never
the
be able
call
to
ends up
cover
being
both.
and what they're going to be able to afford.
Just trying to think if you had like another
Plenty
bit
to
of
discuss
afterplan
here,
util
just
with
20
him.
seconds remaining.
It covers both. You sure?
We'll have to see. Indeed, I mean,
I know the
Paper
wall
Rex,
thickness
they
used
feel
to be
like
a lot
they've got it all
better than
figured
it
out
is.
After
You used to be able to throw it on a
initial
scent at
push,
Jenny in
they
the middle,
decided
and
to
it would
just
get both sides.
try
And
to
like say
do
that Jenny
play
was here.
retake
Like
as
a retake
4,
used to be
as 5,
insane.
and
Right,
not
you go
be threatened
heaven
by
on
any
the
of
ascent,
right
you would
backs
throw the
or
wall like this,
either
you
of
could
the
molly here, and
showstoppers.
it would
Play
be
a bit
wall
more,
into
you know,
molly, and then
defensively
you
when you hear a
flash.
lot of these ultimates. And
But
you don't
but then
have
they
to really
changed
take
the
them
damage
on,
of the
so
wall.
They do have that ult advantage.
So I think you
so
could
I'm
still
looking forward to see how they can
defuse.
convert that to 11.
If it's in the direct center of the spike, it covers it all.
Well, there's just going to be sheriffs across the
Dude,
board.
if that's
Singular
true, that's
Vandal
actually
here in the
kinda
hands of
nuts.
Hyunmin.
I'm not
Very available on both
100% that's
sides.
true.
Peek flash in the
But
mid,
it
just
definitely
spotted
could
there.
be.
Tara so far forward, so unexpected.
Because then we
Takes
just
out
got an
Gunman.
extra
That's
bit
that
of
weapon now
util to
on the
just make
ground. Does get
afterplan.
scooped up,
And you don't
flashback.
even have to peek, you can just wall
Sure
out.
that they can still try to utilize it here.
You
There
can
will
literally
be
have a
on the
wall
opposite
lineup.
side. TPQs across the way.
Nice
Forsaken
shot,
here to
what the hell?
reinforce. But flashback goes ahead, finishes off the enemy Omen. Swing out, spots far too many targets. Opts to back off for now.
Side of
Not much
Just
stage.
look
space
at
has
this
really
round
been
from Paper
afforded
X.
to DRX here. They will still have to cross
Got the
out
wall
into
behind
open
them,
if
so
they
they're
want
kinda
to continue
safe.
to attack here into this A site, so they're going to have to widely challenge for this position. Weapon scooped up. Cage buys them a little bit of time. Drone leads in, spots him. On the swing, going to be taken down. As now the Annihilation going to be sent out, gets the grab,
Oh my.
1-1. Athen going to be caught here with blast packs in hand.
Attacker spawn.
And we'll just have to wait out the timer as Hache just gets dragged to
Kinda
demise.
was pretty
Jin
nice
with
in
a
the end.
3K,
We didn't
puts
break the
Paper X
wall.
Up to 11.
And we had info
Crazy
over
stuff. It
towards
was a
here.
tile stack. Surprise! There's
They
what,
had-
4
they had the whole
members
map
inside of
locked down.
DRX, but then they drone in and they
They actually
see
had
just
the
almost
whole map
every
on
PRX
lock.
member
It was kinda
is on
nice.
that area as well. It just exploded after that
look at
annihilation.
this
It was
three-person here.
basically that green light that Paper X is waiting for, as they have been revealed, and only one ultimate used on that round to convert. And Paper X close to that match point already, and DRX. They may have the guns, but they have to deal with Hunter's Fury as well as from the shadows.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
might get a third map here
Here,
because
also,
Paper
Hybe
X
is just one charge away.
Paper X's ascent didn't look great.
So plenty stacked against them. Paper X, alt economy, very much on their side.
Then again,
Athen
if
would love
Forsaken
to have
starts
the
hitting some
showstopper
hop shots,
online.
maybe.
Tripwire. Staring him in the
Do I
face
rate
here
Team
for now, as
Secret?
Shock
Team
Dart will be
Secret
called
should
in
have
to
a
go ahead
pretty
and
good
clear it.
year. I mean, they're like
Then it's smoke,
consistently.
though, something probably suspecting that
They're
there's going
pretty
to be
much
a player in
consistently,
this
like,
position
fifth
a bit
in
more than he otherwise
Pacific.
would, and he'll just send out his own
So you would
recon, play off
hope
his
that
own
at one point they
util.
can break
Athen
through that.
Dead once more. Hemman now spotted out. Still have this trip, and he just slides
It's so
across
insane.
and puts Hache.
It's so insane.
Not catching a break here, RTRX.
Oh my
Swing out
goodness, how?
something, able to just drop down off the top. Plants his feet,
Whoa.
finds the shot.
Whoa.
Tara swinging through, draws down fast enough to get the headshot as well. Paper X now in full control.
Tara's
The
kinda
economy
sick,
from
fair
DRX
play.
is in absolute tatters.
Yeah, the economy, the moves that Paper X is showing off right now, the individual movements rather, from Something, Forsaken, everybody, Tara as well to finish
Damn,
this
dude.
round off. They're definitely on fire, and Paper X is just, you know, trying to set up for this 13th round win.
Looking like maybe a pacey hit. 3-man stacked up from Paper X.
Is this
ready to try to
pre-nuff?
intercept
Yeah, this
here
is
at A.
pre-nuff.
As the barrier drops, relay bolt coming through. Forsaken sliding forward, getting the spot out. Does end up eating a full
this
flash,
stuff
but
shouldn't be
he's
happening.
got the cover. Sets up the wall. Up and over the top. Athen now dropping down.
That was my server all getting
off some of
nothing,
that pressure.
something.
Tara
Okay,
finding
there we
one,
go.
something with that Hunter's Fury. Able to take
I was,
down
thinking, I
Ache.
was
Suddenly
looking at
we're
4
in for a
people in a
3v3.
line there, thinking
Showstopper,
like,
however,
surely this
online.
guy's
Neural Theft as well.
owning them.
Available as Flashback works his way over and will be able to invest the ult. Spot out on the 2 players behind something alone on the site. They're going to try to overwhelm here, but something still manages to keep the numbers equal here for the rest of his team.
Now CB2, Kohayabi
Dude,
does
he
have
barely moved after getting hit by the Cypher
that
ult.
neural theft of her own as well. So if they do want to get this 2-man retake, it's possible.
Where is everyone hiding?
The neural depth coming through. Yome having to reposition. Tucks back behind cover.
Last player standing.
Pushes forward though, and
Ooh,
gets the
nice,
spray
dude, the
transfer.
omens.
Getting down Jing and Kohayabi. So map not yet over. 4 rounds
Yeah,
needed here
4
from
of them.
DRX to take us into overtime. With 1 player surviving, it doesn't do great here for their economy, but they're still able to survive and hang on.
Yep, definitely what matters. It all started over here on that A tussle, and then eventually it is a lot of trades all over the place. Just that beautiful spray transfer by Yome. Overdrive available for Forsaken on towards this round, but they do have to worry about that showstopper. They seem to be want to go in. They might go fast here onto this B execute for sure. It's already stacking through. A little bit of silence first though. Like, here comes the paranoia.
I'm thinking about it. Looks at the call. Is to go ahead and save it for the site
Who's
itself.
winning this event? I mean, the GE team
Hell
looked
of a
the
lot of
best.
util set up here, though. Sonic sensors, both sides tripwires set up. They have made this an absolute maze
Oh.
for these players to try to navigate. But Athen able to find one. Forsaken not quite sure. He knew where he was at and where that rocket was coming from. Does end up getting taken down. Con dart up over the top. The ping out going to be spotted here. The readjusts something. White
One
swings
enemy
out.
remaining.
It's that kill, and now Jing in the meantime,
Damn,
he's
well.
wreaking havoc. Shock dart here at their feet. Gunman
Very
trying
nice,
to
man.
hold the
Jing
line,
fragging
trying to
heavy.
keep them afloat.
Okay.
But it will be Jing
So
with the
PRX
4K
get
to
a
go
map,
ahead and bring
first
this
map
map
for
to
them
a
on this
conclusion.
tourney,
So
and
13
then
to 8 PRX.
Ascent might be
will get their
rough. Last
first
time they played
map win here
Forsaken
in the
on
Spotlight
Jet.
series.
He
Jing
kinda wasn't
and something
hitting
at the
enough
very
op
end
shots, really.
with a lot of these
So let's see if he can
multi-frags
do it.
able to, you know.